Welcome to Stoic in Your Life. Today we dive into the 14 secrets to help you build progress and a siyl mindset. As we embark on this journey together, remember that Stoicism isn't just a philosophy to be studied, it's a practical guide for living. Each principle we discuss today is a stepping stone towards personal growth and happiness. I encourage you to not only listen, but actively apply these teachings in your daily life. And as we explore these secrets, I invite you to share in the comments. Which of these principles resonates the most with you? How do you envision incorporating them into your daily routine? Your insights not only enrich our community, but also aid in your own journey of wisdom. Let's begin this transformative journey together. One, always be the first to act. In the journey of life, particularly for men aged 30 to 65, the essence of building progress and cultivating a siyl mindset, akin to that of a Stoic, lies in the power of initiative. Imagine the scenario where you find yourself admiring someone from afar, or envisioning an innovative idea at your workplace. Often, there's a tendency to linger in the shadows, waiting for another to pave the path. However, the Stoic approach encourages us to be the trailblazers, to step forward with courage and conviction. The reluctance to act first is rooted in a common human fear, the fear of societal rejection. This fear erects invisible barriers, holding us back from expressing our true selves or bringing our ideas to fruition. Yet those who embody a strong, resilient mindset, akin to the Stoics, are prepared to face the aftermath of rejection. They embrace the uncertainties and the potential solitude that comes with being a pioneer. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This encapsulates the essence of taking the first step. It's about breaking free from the shackles of imaginary constraints. Consider the common hesitation to express one's true personality, waiting for societal acceptance. This is a quintessential example of the barriers we impose on ourselves. In the modern world, where authenticity is often overshadowed by conformity, the Stoic wisdom teaches us a valuable lesson. You don't need to wait for someone's acceptance to be comfortable in your own skin. It's about embracing your individuality and taking the lead in your life's narrative. In essence, the first secret to building progress and a siyl mindset is about understanding and overcoming these self-imposed barriers. It's about recognizing that the fear of rejection is but a fleeting shadow compared to the luminous path of self, actualization, and leadership. This principle, deeply ingrained in Stoic philosophy, is not just a lesson from the past but a guiding light for the modern man, encouraging you to step forward with confidence and authenticity in every aspect of our lives. 2. Always be willing to experience. In our journey towards building a siyl mindset like a Stoic in 2024, the second secret is about embracing the willingness to experience. Imagine the well-trodden paths of education and career, paths that countless have walked before. It's comfortable and familiar, but it's also limiting. Many of us, fearing the unknown, shy away from stepping off these paths. The thought of leaving a job to chase a personal dream is enticing, yet the fear of financial instability and losing our place often holds us back. But here's the thing, the truly resilient, those with a siyl mindset, dare to venture into the uncharted. These strong, willed individuals aren't afraid to take a sabbatical or experiment with innovative strategies in their work. They recognize that while venturing into the unknown might bring unforeseen challenges, it also promises unique, invaluable experiences that can't be gained by following the beaten path. And should their ventures not pan out as expected, they're equipped with backup plans, ready to pivot and adapt. This approach to life is akin to an arrow shot from a bow. Its trajectory is a mystery full of potential twists and turns. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to be passive travelers on this journey. As Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." We must actively seek out experiences no matter how small, and embrace them as opportunities for growth. By doing so, we're not just following life's twists and turns. We're creating our own path, one that's rich with learning and personal development. This is the essence of building progress and a siyl mindset, a core principle for anyone on the Stoic journey. 3. Always value failures. It's a common belief that failure is a negative mark on our lives. From our school days, where mistakes led to punishment, to our adult lives, where we often hide our failures, we've been conditioned to see failure as a defining flaw. But here's a different perspective. Those with a resilient mindset, though not immune to the sting of failure, see it as a crucial part of growth. Imagine this. After a fall, instead of wallowing in worry, they embrace the pain, learn from it, and prepare to rise again, wiser and more determined. It's like the story of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Each failure is a fire that tests and ultimately strengthens us. If we choose to lock away our failures, never acknowledging them, we risk repeating the same mistakes. It's like walking a path blindfolded, bound to stumble over the same obstacles. Now, think about facing those failures head on. Ask yourself, what strength have they given you? What wisdom lies beneath that discomfort? It's often in these moments of reflection that we find gratitude for our failures, as they are the forge in which our wisdom and resilience are shaped. So, my fellow Stoics, let's not shy away from our failures. Let's embrace them, learn from them, and use them as stepping stones to build a mindset of siyl. Remember, in every failure lies a lesson waiting to be discovered, a strength waiting to be unleashed. Let this be our guide as we continue to navigate the ebbs and flows of life, transforming every setback into a setup for a comeback. This is the essence of Stoicism, and it's a lesson we can all apply to improve our lives. 4. Do not pursue temporary satisfaction. In the whirlwind of today's fast-paced world, where success is often measured by the speed of achievement, it's crucial to remember the wisdom of the Stoics, who valued patience and resilience over fleeting pleasures. In our modern era, the temptation for instant gratification is omnipresent. It's the allure of immediate results, the quick fix, that often leads us astray. We live in a time where everything is at our fingertips, from the luxury of ordering a designer outfit with next-day delivery to the instantaneity of digital communication across time zones. This immediacy extends to our professional lives too, where we seek rapid success, be it in the form of high traffic on a new blog post or swift feedback from colleagues. However, those with a robust, Stoic mindset understand the pitfalls of this approach. They recognize that the pursuit of instant gratification is a treacherous path, one that is often littered with anxiety and disappointment. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This pursuit can lead to an inferiority complex, constantly comparing ourselves to others, who may appear to achieve more, faster, and with greater flair. Instead, cultivating a patient and resilient mindset is key. It's about pacing oneself like a marathon runner, knowing when to conserve energy and when to exert full force. This approach doesn't just apply to physical endeavors, but to all aspects of life. By developing patience, we can better manage our expectations and reduce the anxieties that stem from the relentless pursuit of immediate results. One practical step in cultivating this mindset is to limit distractions that feed the craving for instant gratification. This could mean reducing the frequency of social media checks or minimizing idle chats that often serve as mere diversions. Every ding of a new message or notification, though momentarily exciting, is a potential distraction from more meaningful and fulfilling work. By focusing on the long term and embracing the journey rather than the destination, we align more closely with the Stoic philosophy. This approach not only brings inner peace but also leads to more sustainable and rewarding achievements. In today's world, where the pressure to succeed quickly is immense, remembering this Stoic principle is more relevant than ever. It's about finding balance, understanding that while the world rushes around us, we can choose to walk our path with deliberate and thoughtful steps, leading to a more fulfilling and resilient life. 5. Mastering the art of saying no. In the journey of life, particularly for men between the ages of 30 and 65, the art of saying no is a crucial skill, akin to navigating a ship through a stormy sea. Often, we equate seizing opportunities with an incessant chorus of yes, mistakenly believing that embracing everything life throws at us will lead to fulfillment. Yet this approach can leave us overburdened, our true desires obscured by a fog of lesser commitments. It's a common trap, the fear of missing out, which can lead to a detrimental cycle of overcommitment and stress. The essence of a siyl mindset, as taught by Stoic philosophy, lies in setting clear priorities and focusing intently on our goals. This focus necessitates the ability to discerningly refuse certain tasks and opportunities, thereby overcoming the pervasive fear of not having enough. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This wisdom resonates deeply with the concept of knowing when to say no. Strong individuals harbor a steadfast belief that the right opportunities will present themselves at the opportune moment. This belief is not born out of passivity, but from a profound understanding of life's rhythms and the value of preparedness. In the modern hustle, where life often feels like a relentless race, the temptation to grasp at every opportunity can be overwhelming. However, this approach can lead to a dilution of effort and a decrease in the overall quality of our achievements and experiences. By viewing life not as a race but as a carefully crafted product, where each decision and task contributes to the whole, we can see the wisdom in selective engagement. Each task we undertake is interconnected, forming a tapestry of our life's work. In this context, saying no to certain tasks or opportunities is not a sign of weakness, but a strategic choice that enhances the quality of our overall life experience. This perspective simplifies the act of saying no, transforming it from a challenge into a liberating and empowering decision. Incorporating this mindset into our modern lives, especially for those on a Stoic journey, involves a conscious shift in perspective. It's about understanding that by saying no to what is unnecessary or misaligned with our goals, we open up space and energy for what truly matters. This approach not only aligns with Stoic principles, but also offers practical guidance for navigating the complexities of contemporary life. By mastering the art of saying no, we cultivate a mindset of clarity, focus, and resilience, essential for building progress and a siyl mindset in 2024 and beyond. 6. Focus on opportunities, not limitations. Imagine the pragmatic individuals among us, those who meticulously examine every aspect of their work. It's a natural instinct to develop a defense mechanism, a tool that's incredibly useful for spotting potential pitfalls before they occur. Yet this very mechanism that guards us against risks can also become a barrier. It's a common scenario. In identifying risks, we inadvertently stifle our actions. But here's where the mindset of the strong and resilient differs. They perceive every situation, every challenge not as a problem, but as an opportunity. When embarking on new projects, they're fully aware of the limitations they might face. However, they don't dwell on these limitations. Instead, they see them as catalysts, spurring them into action. Opportunities and limitations are two sides of the same coin, and it's the nature of these limitations that fuels their drive. Consider this. Every time you step out of your comfort zone seeking new horizons, be mindful of how your mind might conjure up barriers, focusing solely on the limitations as a convenient excuse to retreat. It's akin to trying to drive forward while your foot is firmly on the brake. The key to progress, to venturing into new territories where dreams are transformed into reality, lies in releasing that brake. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound statement encapsulates our journey. As you navigate through life, remember that the obstacles you perceive are not just hurdles to overcome. They are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to forge a path forward. So, embrace the challenges, focus on the opportunities, and let the limitations be the stepping stones to your success. 7. Be flexible in dealing with people. Often we find ourselves in a tug of war in our interactions, be it in negotiations, teamwork, or personal relationships. We mistakenly equate an uncompromising stance with strength, not realizing that this relentless pursuit to emerge as the victor can be quite stifling. The truly strong-minded, however, understand the power of adaptability. They recognize that being overly rigid can shut doors to future opportunities. These individuals approach situations not as zero-sum games where one's gain is another's loss, but rather as chances to foster mutual growth. They compromise, not out of weakness, but to cultivate an environment where everyone can thrive. To master this flexibility, we must first rein in our innate desire to always be right, to always appear wise and in control. Reflect on those moments when your eagerness to dominate overshadows the essence of the discussion. It's not the subject matter that often robs us of our flexibility, but our own need to assert our worth. Once you realize that your value isn't diminished by the person you're interacting with, a world of opportunities unfolds through your adaptable approach. Let's consider the story of the oak and the reed. The mighty oak stands tall and rigid while the humble reed bends in the wind. When a storm comes, the oak, despite its strength, is uprooted, while the reed survives by swaying with the gusts. This allegory teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to adapt and bend, rather than in rigid resistance. In conclusion, embrace the wisdom of flexibility in your interactions. Remember, it's not about proving your worth in every conversation, but about creating a space where everyone, including yourself, can grow. This approach will not only enhance your relationships but also open up new avenues for personal and collective progress. Let this be a guiding principle in your Stoic journey, and watch as it transforms your life and the lives of those around you. 8. Always understand your own value. In the journey of building a steel mindset like a Stoic, understanding your own value is akin to navigating with a reliable compass in the vast ocean of decision-making. Often we find ourselves in the throes of self-doubt, especially when faced with challenging situations. Imagine a colleague employing dubious marketing tactics, a client who undermines your business interests by altering agreements, or a teammate who subtly instills guilt for your more successful meeting preparation. In these moments, the fear of losing respect and trust can lead us to compromise, forgetting our true worth. However, individuals with a robust mindset, much like the Stoics, approach others with gentleness but never lose sight of their intrinsic value. They possess the wisdom to discern where to draw the line firmly. Such individuals are unafraid to step away from relationships that fail to honor their worth, understanding that to compromise on one's value is a form of self-deception. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote resonates deeply here, emphasizing the importance of self-mastery and recognition of one's worth. It's crucial to remember that no matter how alluring an opportunity may appear initially, if it's built on a shaky foundation of values, it's unlikely to yield a positive outcome. In modern life, where opportunities and relationships are abundant, this principle is more relevant than ever. When you find yourself enduring a situation where your value is consistently overlooked or undermined, it's essential to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is it reasonable to continue tolerating this? Is the fleeting discomfort and ending such a relationship truly more daunting and damaging than a lifetime of enduring and suffering? In conclusion, always hold your value in high regard. In doing so, you not only respect yourself but also set a standard for how others should treat you. This approach, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, is not just about self-preservation. It's about living a life that's true to your principles and values, thereby fostering progress and a resilient, steel mindset. 9. Embrace purpose in every step. In today's world, being busy has become a badge of honor, a symbol of one's worth. "I've been so busy lately" is a common refrain, echoing the relentless pursuit of achievement that defines our era. It's as if by packing our schedules we're racing against an invisible opponent, fearing that any moment of stillness is a step towards falling behind. But here's a profound truth. The truly strong, the resilient minds among us, they don't just chase busyness, they understand that a flurry of activities can often be a mirage, a deceptive path leading away from true growth. What appears as progress can, in reality, be a futile cycle, a way to quiet the nagging doubts and the fear of losing our way. The wise don't use busyness as a shield against the specter of self-doubt. They live with intention, embedding purpose in every action, every choice, even in moments of stillness. They know that a goal isn't just a destination, it's a compass guiding their every step. So the next time you feel the urge to fill every minute of your day, pause and ask yourself, why? Remember, it's not the crowdedness of your schedule that defines your worth. It's the purpose behind your actions, the meaning you infuse into each day, that truly enriches your life. As Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Let this be a reminder to live purposefully, not just busily. Your time is precious. Spend it on what truly matters. And no need to assert yourself. This concept challenges a common impulse in our modern world, the drive to constantly prove oneself. We see this everywhere, from career ambitions to the curated images we share on social media. This urge, while natural, can make us vulnerable to manipulation and self-doubt, leading us to question our worth and capabilities. The truly strong, however, approach their goals differently. They do not seek achievement as a means to prove their worth to others. Their strength lies in their indifference to external validation. While it's human to crave recognition, for the strong, disproving doubters is a byproduct, not the primary objective. They understand that their value doesn't hinge on others' opinions. Consider this. When you find yourself driven by a need for public acknowledgement, especially when facing difficult challenges, pause and reflect. Remember, the opinions of others do not define you. You are already complete just as you are. To illustrate this, let's turn to a story from ancient Stoicism. Imagine a seasoned sailor navigating treacherous seas. He doesn't steer his ship to impress onlookers on the shore. His focus is on the journey itself, the mastery of his craft. His skill and resolve are not for show, but for the fulfillment of his duty. This allegory mirrors our own life's voyage. We must steer our course, not for applause or fear of criticism, but for the pure act of living true to ourselves. In conclusion, the lesson for us is clear. Strive for progress and personal growth, but let go of the need to assert yourself for external validation. Your journey, your struggles, and your achievements are yours alone, and they are already remarkable. Remember, in the pursuit of a Stoic mindset, the greatest validation comes from within. 11. Accept differences. Accepting differences is a pivotal step in building a siyl mindset, akin to the Stoic philosophy. In life, we often find ourselves conforming to societal norms. In school, it's the bridge to friendships. In the workplace, it's the foundation of our professional identity. This integration, while beneficial for connection, can sometimes overshadow our unique traits, the very essence that makes us stand out. Stoicism teaches us the virtue of authenticity. Much like the Stoic philosophers who stood firm in their beliefs amidst a world of change, the truly strong individuals embrace their uniqueness. They don't conceal their true selves, alter their persona to fit in, or craft tales to justify their distinctiveness. Instead, they express themselves wholly and unapologetically. Their difference is not a barrier but a catalyst for carving their own distinct path in life. Embracing your uniqueness doesn't necessitate extreme actions like shaving your head or engaging in public protests, unless, of course, that resonates with your true self. It's about cultivating a level of self-awareness that transforms your uniqueness into a formidable asset. This echoes the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you use your unique traits to connect with others, you'll discover that in the realm where you truly belong, fitting in happens effortlessly. In today's fast-paced world, where uniformity is often prized, standing out with a Stoic mindset can be challenging. Yet it's essential to remember that your differences are not just quirks, they are your superpowers. By embracing and harnessing these, you can navigate life with a serene mind and resilient spirit, much like a Stoic, finding your place in a world that values authenticity and individuality. 12. Embrace humility in learning and inquiry. In our journey through life, we often fall into the trap of wanting to appear all-knowing. This desire, deeply rooted in our ego, tempts us to overshadow others with our knowledge. However, true strength lies not in flaunting our expertise but in recognizing the limits of our understanding. The wise understand that claiming to be an expert in all fields is akin to setting sail on a ship destined to sink. The resilient minds, those who embody the Stoic spirit, approach conversations with a different mindset. They listen with the intent to comprehend, not merely to reply. Their questions are not a display of weakness, but a manifestation of their thirst for knowledge. They understand, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This principle guides them to seek understanding rather than validation. Next time you find yourself in a conversation, resist the urge to steer it towards familiar shores where you can shine. Instead, listen with an open heart and an eager mind. Embrace each dialogue as an opportunity to learn, not just to teach. By doing so, you not only enrich your own understanding, but also honor the wisdom of those around you. Remember, in the realm of knowledge, humility is the key that unlocks true wisdom. 13. Always be honest with yourself. In today's fast-paced world where the clock ticks faster than our heartbeats, it's easy to lose ourselves in the hustle and bustle. But here's a secret, a Stoic secret, that can be your beacon in this chaos. Always be honest with yourself. It sounds simple, yet it's a profound truth that many of us overlook. We often mask our emotions, tucking them away in the deepest corners of our hearts, thinking this will make us more productive, more in control. But let me tell you, my friends, this is far from the truth. The truly strong, the ones with a steel mindset, do not shy away from their inner voice. They embrace it. They understand that the whirlwind of feelings inside them is not a weakness but a reservoir of strength. They listen, not just to others, but to themselves. They unravel the complex web of emotions and seek self-acceptance. Remember, accepting yourself, with all your fears and weaknesses, is the first step towards wisdom. When you feel the urge to suppress an emotion, pause. Dive deep into its roots. Understand it. It's only when you confront your weaknesses head-on that you can truly leverage your strengths. It's only when you face your fears that you understand the essence of courage. This journey of self-discovery and honesty is not just about knowing yourself, but about building an unshakable foundation for your life. There was once a warrior who, despite his bravery in battles, feared the dark. He hid this fear, believing it made him weak. But one night, he decided to confront it. He ventured into the darkest forest, and there, in the heart of his fear, he found a profound sense of peace and courage. He emerged not just as a warrior, but as a man of unbreakable spirit. So, my dear listeners, as you navigate through life's challenges, remember to be honest with yourself. Embrace your emotions, understand them, and let them guide you to a deeper understanding of who you are. This is the path to building a steel mindset and making progress in life. Remember, in the words of the Stoics, no great thing is created suddenly. Start today, and let this journey transform you. 14. Embrace enthusiasm in your endeavors. In life's journey, we often caution ourselves, don't get too excited too soon, as if our joy is a fragile flame vulnerable to the winds of uncertainty. This mindset, shadowed by the fear of impending doom, makes genuine moments of happiness seem fleeting and rare. Yet those who master their destiny approach life differently. They harness joy as a fundamental attitude towards all their pursuits. This joy becomes a dynamic force, transforming the mundane into extraordinary experiences. This joy we speak of is not a fleeting emotion. It's a deep, seated, natural state. When we selectively engage in activities that truly resonate with us, what remains is inherently fascinating. This joy is authentic, reflecting the resilience of the strong-willed. Instead of dampening your spirits with the refrain, "Don't get too excited," try the reverse. Let excitement be your ally. It not only heightens our appreciation of the present but also turns an ordinary day into a thrilling journey. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." So, as you navigate through your tasks and challenges, let this wisdom guide you. Embrace enthusiasm in your endeavors, for it is in this spirited engagement that we find the essence of a steel mindset, one that is unyielding, optimistic, and ever thriving. Remember, in the tapestry of life, each thread of joy weaves a stronger, more vibrant pattern. Let your enthusiasm be the loom on which you craft a life of resilience and fulfillment. As we conclude our journey through the 14 secrets to help you build progress and a steel mindset like a Stoic in 2024, remember that the path of Stoicism is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about transforming that knowledge into action. Each day presents a new opportunity to practice these principles to grow stronger in mind and spirit. I encourage you to reflect on how you can apply these Stoic secrets in your daily life. What challenges can you approach with a Stoic mindset? How can these teachings help you in your pursuit of personal growth and happiness? I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community where we support and inspire each other on our Stoic journeys. Remember, the wisdom of Stoicism is not just in the learning but in the living. So, take these secrets, apply them, and watch as you forge a mindset of resilience and serenity. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights into the Stoic way. Until next time, stay wise, stay resilient, and keep walking the Stoic path.